And hello, Shima girls. We're gonna have some more Shima hair talk today. So let's get ready, ladies. Let's tune in to Shima Hair 21, and let's get the Shima hair talk poppin'. All right. Okay. So what I wanted to do at the beginning of the video was answer one of the Shima girls' questions from yesterday's live. I think it was Organic Nikki. She wanted to know how to test the hair's porosity. And what I wanted to say is that I did make a video talking about low porosity and high porosity and normal porosity hair. Okay, I'm going to show you that video. I'm going to show you a part of the video, okay, in which I was talking about porosity. So please definitely watch the live that I already did. What I want to say is that I did make a video. So that's my house cleaning, making sure that up the volume and everything is intact, okay? So yeah, so all right, so as you ladies discover that I'm live, what I'm gonna do is show you the porosity video that I already made so that you can have a mini refresher course, okay? And then we'll discuss. All right, all right. And make sure that I need to. Okay. Okay, so this is the video, all right? If you got questions about porosity, our hair's porosity, please watch the live that I did a few weeks ago, okay? All right, so the title of the video is called Low Porosity versus High Porosity versus Normal Porosity Hair. And you ladies really love this video. Okay, so refer to this video regarding the hair's porosity, but here's a little gist of it. Okay, now. Okay, hold on. Let me turn up the volume, turn up the volume. What is okay? All right. Hair porosity. Well, in layman's terms, ladies, hair porosity simply pertains to our hair's ability or inability to absorb or retain moisture. Okay, there are three types of hair porosity. You know, we have low porosity hair, which seems to be like the most common among our natural ladies. I've noticed that low porosity hair seems to be the most common among natural ladies. You know, and we have normal porosity hair as well, and we also have high porosity hair. Okay, yeah. Okay, so the question was, how do you test your hair's porosity? Okay, that was the question from the Shima girl. How do we test our hair's porosity? And there is a very simple way of accomplishing that. Okay, and it's a very simple way. And that way is to do the flow test, okay? So the flow test is the following, ladies. The flow test is the following. Okay, so you're just gonna place a clean strand of hair in a bowl of water, and you're going to see, you know, okay, at room temperature, not cold water, room temperature water, okay. And if the strand floats before sinking, it's likely less porous. But if it sinks immediately, it may be high porosity hair, because high porosity hair really absorbs moisture super fast, okay. But if it's low porosity hair, then it won't sink as fast, okay. So do the strand test, the floating strand test, okay. If the strand floats before sinking, it is less porous, all right. So yeah, it means you have low porosity hair, ladies, okay. So pluck a random strand of your hair and place it on top, you know, on top of a room temperature bowl, okay. Fill it up with some room temperature water and see how rapidly it sinks to the bottom, okay. If it sinks super rapidly, you have high porosity hair. If it lingers and it's not really sinking, then you have low porosity hair, okay. So if the strand of hair is floating for some time, a long time, however long, you consider to be too long. It's, I would say, I would consider, like, if it's past 2 minutes going on 3 minutes before sinking, then I have low porosity hair. Okay, so yeah, so let's the refresher course is right there on the video, the low porosity hair video, which that I let me see, well, I recorded it a little less than 3 months ago. Okay, so find the low porosity versus high porosity versus low porosity hair live video that I did. Go to the tab where it says live on Shima Hair 21. Go to the live tab, and you will see it, ladies. You will see. And we went in depth, and it was a great educational video we had. Okay, so yeah. So let's continue some Shima hair talk. Let's continue the Shima. Okay, we got Shima girls in the chat. Okay, I have Kiss McQueen. She says, hi Shima, you have inspired me tremendously over the years. Thanks for all you do. Thank you so much for acknowledging all this hard work year after year. I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to me that you appreciate it. You're one of many Shima girls that are appreciating what I'm doing here. Okay, I have Dawn back. Shima girl Dawn is in the house again. She says, hello Shima and everyone. Yes, hello Dawn. Hello Shima girl Dawn. Awesome. So some of my talk, I just wanted to point out, something. If you're on my live, so you discovered my channel and you have been a Shima girl that has been, or a Shima girl, in the making, that has been procrastinating, that you're unsure if your hair can grow, you're not alone, because the question is, I'm gonna ask, for everyone. This is our questions. We need to be serious about and answer them seriously from the heart. Why are we neglecting our hair? That's one question we need to ask ourselves. Why are we ignoring our hair? Ignoring our hair. Why are we denying it the best that it can be? Why? We have to find the why to get the solution, to arrive to the solution. Okay, so if if you're one of these Shima girls, or one of these women of color, or wherever country you come from, if you have Afro textured hair, because this is the focus on my channel, Afro textured hair, where it's relaxed, natural, biracial, and you have Afro textured hair, why are you denying it the best it can be? Why are you denying it the best products? Why are you denying it, the best hair care techniques? Why are you denying it the best hair care advice? You have I haven't seen yet nobody else doing what I'm doing, by the way, giving, doing lives and giving essential hair advice for Black women to grow their hair. You have all this hair advice. You have it right here in front of you. Why are some of you still ignoring it? You're not using it. You're not applying the knowledge. You got to ask the why to get to your solution, okay? You got to ask. You got to ask and be honest with yourself, okay? Why are we denying it, our hair, the best it can be? And let's get to the bottom of it, Let's start with that. Let's at least start with that, because we're made so much better than that. We're much better than this, ladies. So if you are one of these ladies who are still procrastinating on starting your hair growth journey, starting especially your Shima hair growth journey, Shima girls, again, I ask you why are you procrastinating? Okay, what's stopping you? And let's take it from there. Just continue to take it from there, because time is one of the biggest factors, I would say, why a lot of our Black women can't find the time to focus on growing their hair. Time is the biggest factor why this is happening in the first place, why they're neglecting their hair, why they're ignoring their hair care advice. That's one of the main factors. It's never enough time. There's never enough time for whatever reason. These types of ladies, I find simply these are the types of ladies that simply put a wig on. They put a wig on, they slap a weave on, and anything that doesn't relate to the real hair, that causes them to neglect the real hair even further, you know. So, they weave it up, and yes, they're ready to go. They're ready to go, and that's fine. Again, that's fine, and that's great if the big if, ladies, you are not neglecting your real hair underneath. That's the only way. That's the only way I can give you a pass if you're wearing hair weaves and lace fronts. And I will argue not to wear those lace fronts. Those lace fronts, they are totally stuck to your head. You cannot really, I mean, at least with the weave, you can kind of, lift it up a little and apply some of your Shima oil, apply some of your moisturizer in between the braided threaded parts. But the lace front is like a completely glue. It's like you're a doll and they completely glued this hair onto your scalp. It's unbelievable, ladies. It's truly unbelievable. So yes, I don't like that. That's a big fat no, ladies. And yeah, that's what's happening. They're neglecting their real hair underneath, and unfortunately, many of these ladies, they're neglecting. That's all they're going to know how to take care of the fake hair. That's why the real hair never grows past their shoulder. Never. It never grows past their shoulder, if that. Some of our black women's hair doesn't grow past ear length. So it's incredible. But mostly the standard is always, shoulder length, and that's where it stays stagnant, okay? And it gets stuck there at shoulder length. I was one of those, but not because I was wearing weaves, because I wasn't utilizing the correct hair care techniques, utilizing the correct hair care products, That's why I had to create my own hair care. This is why Shima oil exists, ladies, okay? This is why Shima oil exists. This is why Shima oil exists, and this is why my Shima hair repair shampoo exists, and the creams and the leave-in conditioners, and I continue creating the homemade butter and the shea butter, all of these products to cater to the specific needs of our protect your hair, so that it can totally wipe out the hair dryness, because the hair dryness was stopping, me for the most part from growing my hair. That's why it was staying stagnant at shoulder length. Okay, no matter what other products I use. So remember, as a Shima girl, go to shimahaircare.com and definitely stock up on your Shima. Also, these run out real quick, ladies. This is the main product you use, okay, to wipe out hair dryness on the spot. It's not heavy, it's not oily, it's not greasy. It works on natural and relaxed hair texture, biracial hair textures. Okay, that's what's in my hair right now. That's how you see the shine, you see the thickness. That's what's in my hair right now. Okay, this is what's been helping grow my hair ever since I cut it. Okay, all right. So let's continue to move forward, to try to learn. Let's keep learning about hair care, okay? The right type of hair care, okay? Let's stop neglect our real hair anymore, okay? Let's stop allowing our hair to get stuck at shoulder length for absolutely no reason. When we got all the hair care information, we got the right products in our hands, okay? All right, because again, that was me for many years as well, stuck at shoulder length. So how many of you can attest to this fact, ladies? How many of you, you're also spending 99% of your time, wigging it up, weaving it up, neglecting your real hair, underneath, and you never see it grow past shoulder length because of all these improper hair care practices. Okay, the thing is, you weave it up, you wig it up, and you continue to do so without, nurturing your real hair inside, So if you want to be brave and admit that you're one of these ladies, put a 1 in the chat room. Some YouTubers do that. They want you to put a 1 or 2 or whatever. But, if you want to be brave enough and admit it, like I said, we need to admit our wrongs. Admit our wrongs so we can find our solutions, ladies. Okay, so let's not be afraid to admit our wrongs, our faults, because that is the only way, ladies, that we're going to, get ourselves out of that rut. Okay, get ourselves out of that rut, admitting that we're wrong, that we're doing wrong. You're doing wrong. Oh boy, that's some Michael Jackson right there. So let's admit that we're doing wrong. Gonna watch your mouth, boy. So yeah, so we can, you know, get on the path of growing Afro textured hair to great length, of achieving our fairy tale mythical hair lift goals. That's what we need. That's what we want. You know, to see it and admit that, you know, what we're doing wrong with our hair, and then begin to do what is right with our hair. Let's admit what we're doing wrong so we can, you know, start learning how to do it right. Okay? And what is right, ladies? What is right? You know, to be honest, 100% honest, what is right is to stop wearing wigs or weaves 100% of the time. Stop wearing wigs or wigs or weaves, lace fronts, hair extensions, anything that is not yours. Stop wearing it 100% of the time, ladies. Okay, it's supposed to be used as a tool to help you, you know, achieve the length of your real hair. Okay, but if you're using the weaves and the wigs and the lace fronts as a crutch, you're going to, you know, you're going to ruin your real hair. You're not going to be helping your real hair. Our goal on Shima Hair 21 is to help our real hair to grow. Okay, so so the day that your hair grows, you know, grows significantly long enough and is beautiful, thick, and lush, and people start asking you, is that a wig or is that a weave? You know, that you should be feeling very flattered. You know, should be feeling very flattered. But at the same time, it's really something to think about, because that's what, like, underneath they're saying that a black woman can have real hair. Her real hair cannot be that long and that thick and that beautiful, that gorgeous, if it's not a wave or a wig. And why? Because we made it a standard that our hair is always weaved up and wigged up, and that's the only way we have, you know, long hair. Okay, it's really something, ladies. So yeah, so again, this allow our real hair to breathe, you know. And yeah, wigs and weaves are excellent, you know, in changing up our appearance. Like I said, using it as a style option. Okay, it's fine. It adds pizzazz. Okay, I used wigs in the past, but as a tool to help me grow my real hair, which I will accept that, ladies. But but when wearing wigs and weaves becomes your only option, okay, your only option, you know, to how you're gonna wear your hair, then that's when I gave it a thumbs down. I gave it 2 thumbs down. Okay, 2 thumbs down. Because that is destructive, ladies, and I do mean that. What do I mean by destructive? Here we go. Thinning hair, thinning edges, thinning crowns, traction alopecia, you know, hair breakage, you know, you name it. Dull hair, brittle hair, you name it, ladies. Okay. And that traction alopecia, again, what is that? That is a type of hair loss caused by constant pulling or pressure on our hair follicle. Okay, and that's what we're wearing, especially too tight hairstyles, like too tight braids, especially the cornrows. I really don't like wearing cornrows because of that. It's too tight on our scalp. You know, depending how tightly it's braided, it's too tight, ladies. It's just too tight. Okay, I'm gonna check the chat. Let me check the chat. Okay. Okay. I'm going to show you a video about weaving, a black woman getting her hair weaved, but only for educational purposes, because I know that a lot of our black women do weave their hair. So let's see some do's and don'ts about it. Hold on, let me fix something on this phone, ladies. So I don't want it to. Hopefully I can. Okay, so let me check the check the chat room. Okay, thank you, Mimi. Mimi joined us. She says, hey Shima, you look nice today. Thank you. Okay, I got Sharcy chiming in. She says, I'm currently stuck at bra strap length. I think I don't protect my ends enough. Thank you, Sharcy. See, Shima girl Sharcy admitted her wrong. Now she can, you know, work on getting her hair right. Okay, admit you're wrong so you can work on getting your hair right now. All right, thank you, Sharcy, for your bravery. Let's give it up for Sharcy. Shima girl Sharcy was brave enough to admit what she was doing wrong. Okay, so now she's gonna get it right. Okay, we got Kismet Queen. She says, I wear protective styles with my own hair most of the time. Um, but most of the time, okay, tusk, etc. But would like to wear it out more often. I am afraid though. Can I wear my hair out and still retain length and health? Absolutely, Kismet. So there's a grace period after you wear your protective style. That's why I say at least a minimum of 1 week. You know, that's great, because most of our black women don't wear protective styles to grow their real hair, period. So if you could do a minimum 1 week would be great, but if you could do the actual up to 2 months, that's even better. And then after 2 months you can remove the protective style and wear your hair out, maybe 2-3 days. Okay, the thing is, as long as you have to look at it this way: if you are on a journey to grow long hair and you still haven't reached your goal, your hair length goal, then you cannot, you cannot go off the hair diet, to say, if don't go off your hair diet. You have to continue to do the protective styling and your moisturizing, your Shima, your Shima oiling. Get your Shima oils, ladies, so you can have better and faster success. Okay, so wipe out that hair dryness. Combined with the protective style, you wipe out that hair dryness so much faster, ladies. This is not a heavy oil. Okay, it's a very light oil, so don't worry about it being greasy or heavy. So make sure you're combining, your Shima oil, your protective style, so you can have better results. Okay, better, faster results. So yes, wear your protective styles and play. That means wear your French braid or your individual braids or your two-strand twist. Any protective style you decided to create, wear it at least up to 2 months. If you get up to 2 weeks, fine. I mean, remember, it's a triumph to get past 1 week, but it's an even better triumph if you could get up to the 2 months. Okay, and then you remove your protective style, wear it loose. Wear your hair loose and enjoy the new length that the protective style and the Shima oiling has given you, and you're gonna feel so proud. People are gonna start, wow, your hair growing. What you doing? What you doing? Oh, I want to use that too. Or well, what's your secret? What's your secret? Okay, and then you constantly do that throughout the year, and after the year, you will see tremendous progress. Tremendous progress. So Kismet Queen, I hope that I answered your question, and definitely you're going to retain length and health if you do it the way I'm explaining. Okay, all right. Okay, buns. Okay, that's what she said, buns, when she was saying buns. So you use buns as protective style. That's excellent, because I used to use my Shima girl bun a lot. Okay, all right. So I got Page Turning Priestess. She says, I work in a health store, and a lot of women lose hair from their hair practices and also health issues. You see, Page Turning Priestess is a witness in real life, working at a health store, looking at our black women losing their hair because of what? Bad hair care practices. What are those bad hair care practices? I guarantee you is weaving it up, wigging it up, okay, not combing the hair correctly, using the wrong hair care products. But mostly those weaves and the wigs, okay, the lace fronts. I would say weaves and the lace front. At least I would say the wigs, it's like you could put it on and off, like a hat, So if you're not using the weaves as a protective style and neglecting your real hair, you're in trouble. I don't want you using lace fronts as protective style. You cannot. There's no way on earth you can take care of your real hair underneath when you have that completely glued against your scalp, ladies. Okay, so if you're gonna get on my Shima hair growth journey, forget the lace fronts, at least for the remainder of your Shima hair growth journey. All right. And besides, after you're done with your Shima hair growth journey, what would you want to put on somebody else's hair in the first place? You're going to have your real hair even 10 times more gorgeous than any lace front can ever be. Okay? All right. Page Turning Priestess continues. She says, I wear my hair in plaits. Should I use a hair clamp to protect it? It is my own hair braided. Okay. Okay, so a hair clamp, I got to see what that is exactly. Hold on. Let me see a picture of it. Okay, so it depends the hair clamp. Make sure it's not made out of metal. I'm looking at some of them, and I see like some designs. If there's too many designs on them, don't use those, because we don't. You don't want your hair to be caught in the accessories of those hair clamps. Okay, so I call them actually hair claw clips. So you mean the claw clips? Okay, um, so what she's talking about regarding the hair clamps, I hope I put one in here. It's this. It's basically this, ladies. That's what she was talking about. And I call these the claw clips. That's all. Yeah, you could use. I use this all the time, but they have to be like this. We don't want them to be made out of metal. Okay. I don't want no metal on our hair. Those are black hair destroyers. Okay. All right. So let's try to use this or something very similar to this. And if you're going to use something that isn't like this, just make sure it's not a lot of tiny little balls on it, little crystal like things, you know, that could get your hair caught in it. Okay, that's what we need to try to avoid. I bought this the other day. I bought some new ones. Okay, we can use this as well. Okay, we can use these clips as well. All right, I like these clips. Let me open one. You see? These are the small ones. You can use some bigger ones. I bought the small ones because I like they're convenient. Okay. All right. So where were we? Oh yeah, I was gonna show you the video of the black lady getting it weaved up. Okay, let's watch that together now. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let me see, make sure it's working. So let's just watch this video together. It's a short video, ladies. Dun, 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 dun. All right, we're ready. Let's watch it.
It's important to take care of your natural hair before getting a weave or extensions. Make sure your hair is clean and free of buildup from products like hairspray. Use conditioner to keep your hair moisturized and strong. Follow this hair care routine in between wearing a weave or extensions to keep your hair healthy. With the exception of clip-in extensions, you should get your weave or extensions done by a professional stylist. Pay attention when they are working. If you feel pain or have a headache, the hairstyle is too tight. If the hairstyle hurts or feels too tight, ask your stylist to loosen the affected area. Tight hairstyles can...
So you see what's happening there? You see how it starts happening? Most of our black women get their weaves done way too tightly, and you're always patting it and patting it and patting it because it's too tight. It starts itching because the person that's doing it did it too tightly. And usually they are done too tightly so that the weave can last a long time. But that's the catch, you know, that's pulling on your scalp. What does that lead to? It leads to hair breakage and or traction alopecia, hair loss. Let's go.
Can cause traction alopecia, which is a form of hair loss caused by repeated pulling on the hair, and it can be permanent. If you are wearing clip-in extensions, remove them before washing your natural hair. Use a gentle, moisturizing shampoo and conditioner to keep your scalp clean and hydrated. Your edges, the wispy baby hairs that grow around your hairline, are very fragile. Take care of this delicate hair by moisturizing it with conditioner and avoid using heated styling tools as much as possible. To maintain healthy hair, it's important to give your hair a break from a weave or extensions. Wear these styles for 2 or 3 months at most. Then give your hair a break by switching to a hairstyle without them.
But do our black women truly wear these weaves for 2 or 3 months or most? They wear it way longer. They wear it almost 2 years straight. Some, you know, speaking of extreme cases, they wear it way too long, and as they're wearing it, guess what? They're not taking care of the real hair underneath properly. Okay, that's where the issue lies, ladies. That's where the issue lies. You should wear the weaves to at 2 months is the cap off. That's it. After 2 months, that's it. You know, and I will argue it might even be too long depending on how tightly that weave is sewn in. Traction alopecia, anybody? Just be careful, ladies.
If you have questions about caring for your hair, talk to a board-certified dermatologist.
All right, so we saw that. Okay. Well, that's a short little video there. How to prevent hair damage from a weave or extension. Guess what, ladies? Guess what? Guess what is the best way to prevent hair damage from a weave or extensions? Not wearing a weave and extension in the first place. That's the best way. But the real life, a lot of us are still gonna do it. So we watch these videos to learn, the best way we can learn to minimize, damage to our real hair. So that's why I'm showing you these videos. Okay. All right. So how we learned a little something there, ladies. Let me see how we're doing. Okay. Let me see. Kiss McQueen. Okay, no problem, Kiss McQueen. She says, thank you so much. That was helpful advice, Shima. She was referring to the advice that I gave about the claw clips. No problem, Kismet. I'm happy that you understood. Okay. Okay. Stars Bizarre. Those probably pull it. Page Training Princess. Thank you, Shima. Page Training Princess Shima. What are clip-ins? Are they like tape or a hidden clamp? Clip-ins, they let me see if I have. The thing is, I don't have. I used to. So clip-ins is like those little combs. They have little combs. It's hair attached, sections of hair is attached to little combs. Okay, let me show you. But I gotta discuss a little something quick. Hold on. Okay, so so let me just show okay. Oh, thank you. I got Asia M who chimed in. You look very pretty today, Shima. Thank you, Asia. Thank you, Shima girl, Asia. So let me show Shima girl Page Turning Princess some clip-ins. See, she's asking a question that not every black woman know all of these terms. Okay, so let me show her what clip-ins are. Okay. Let me click on this. Let me see. All right. Okay, so you see, that's an example of a clip-in. Okay, so these are examples of clip-ins. Okay. You see the little combs and stuff. These are all separate hair. They come in different sizes. You know, the last one is wider than the first one. Okay, from small to medium to large. Okay, all right, and it's different textures. You know, there's kinky, curly, there's straight textures, there's curly textures. Okay, this one is called the kinky straight clip. Okay, all right. And then basically, you know, you clip it on to your hair. All right. You see, they come different lengths and stuff. You see? That's what they are, clip-ins. And you see, it's fun to style up our hair, but the thing is, I don't want us to neglect our real hair. They're fun. Now, these clip-ins are awesome because you can put them on and off. Things that are easy to put on and take off, I definitely recommend as a protective style. Okay. I definitely recommend as a protective style. Let me see, make sure that this is a clip-in. Okay, this is a wig, sorry. This is a wig. But so the first one that we were looking at is definitely clip-ins. They look like this, okay? Let me show you the little combs if the picture could get bigger. Okay, if you can see the little combs there. Okay. All right. Let me come off. Let me see if I could This is another. This is a body weight clip-in here. Okay, so this is a clip, and she's wearing a clip, and you see, and you see the little comb right there. All right. Let me see if I come here. Okay. All examples of clip-ins. Okay. All examples of clip-ins. Okay, so basically clip-ins is also, in layman's terms, fake hair or human hair. Okay, so it's synthetic or human hair. Okay, depends on what you like. Okay. Okay. So let me see. All right. I got page turning pieces. He said, "Oh, that makes sense. It must save a lot of time." Yeah. Okay. So regarding the video we just watched about the black woman getting her hair done, weaved up. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, let me show you, so because seeing is more effective. So let me go back to it and show you the part where she's wincing, because it's more, so I can explain it better. Let me see. Let me get to that point. Okay. So here we go. Okay. So here we go. Hello. So okay, so check this out. Check this out.
They're working. If you feel pain or have a headache, the hairstyle is too tight. If the hairstyle hurts or feels too tight, ask your stylist to loosen the affected area.
Okay. All right. So here's the deal, ladies. Here's the deal. Here's the deal with these too tight hairstyles. So this is not right. Okay? This is not right. So the situation with weaving it up, the way she's getting it, okay, where a lot of our black women get their weaves done. If you feel pain or have a headache, the hair, is simply too tight. The weave is simply too tight, ladies. If you feel pain or have a headache, the hairstyle, also the hairstyle, even if it's not weaved up, is too tight. Meaning if you're getting braids or especially cornrows, it's too tight, ladies. So how many of you ladies, still left that hair salon, feeling pain, even that was me. I'm putting myself in the mix, because I had gotten I've told you the story about when I got my hair done with these long blonde braids, and they were cornrowed at the front, and it was the tightest hairstyle, most horrific pain I've ever felt in my life, because the lady didn't she was braiding for the first time in her life. I was her first customer she braided on. Okay, and that cornrow hairstyle lasted less than 3 days. I took it out. I cut the heck out of it and I took it out. Okay, so I'm putting myself in that mix. How many of you left that hair salon, still feeling the pain all over your head, or a thundering headache. You felt this thundering headache, or both. You felt the pain or you felt the thundering headache, or both, when you left that hair salon, but you still left the hair salon with the hairstyle intact. It's terrible, I swear. So yeah, I barely lasted 3 days with my braids and those, because those cornrows are just too painful. And then that's when I understood, no wonder our black women are really losing their hair. If they're getting hairstyles like this, oh my God, no wonder they're getting traction alopecia and thinning hair and bald spots and thinning hair crowns. Okay, so yeah. So yeah, take it from me, ladies. I've been there. I felt the pain and know firsthand. I know firsthand, what I'm talking about. Okay, So thankfully, I listened to my body and my poor throbbing head, and I decided to remove those braids. Okay, but a lot of our black women, because the hairstyle costed too much, I don't know, maybe 2, 3, 400, whatever it costs, and they don't want to, throw money down the drain. They continue with the hairstyle, with that tight ass hairstyle for the next 2, 3 months, pulling on their scalp, pulling on their scalp, pulling on their scalp, causing traction alopecia, causing traction alopecia, causing traction alopecia. And then when they remove it, guess what? The real, you start seeing right through their scalp. It's so thin. The scalp area becomes so thin, and that's how we lose our hair. That's how a lot of our black women lose their hair. Okay. So again, too many of our black women simply ignore their bodies screaming in pain, their head throbbing from those tight ass hairstyles, and they leave those tight ass braids and those tight ass weaves in their head, and for months on end, even years. Like I said, even years. I've seen so many foolish cases. Okay, so. So yes, the video also spoke about, how long to wear the weave style. And they said, wear the styles 2 or 3 months, at most. I say 2 months tops, ladies, 2 months tops, okay? Like I said, and then remove the weave immediately, Shima girls. Remove that weave immediately. Let me check on the chat. Okay. All right. Okay, Mimi is asking, let me make sure I don't want to. Okay, so hold on. I'll get to you, Mimi. Kismet Queen has some advice for us, ladies. Kismet Queen says, be careful with those clip-ins. Don't secure them where your hair is pulling too tightly at the root. Also, be careful of that when pinning your hair with bobby pins. Thank you, Kismet, for that great hair advice. So even with the clip-ins, be careful that when you clip them in, it's not that tight, okay? Just secure it, okay? Your own body will let you know if it's too tight. If it's hurting, if the clip is literally hurting, no, take it off. You're literally defeating the purpose of a protective style, okay? So Mimi said, hello, Joanne Simmons. Hello, Joanne. Joanne has joined us. So Mimi says, I always wondered how clip-ins work. Do you clip them on a cornrow, or do you clip them on a row of loose hair? I clip them on the row of loose hair, not a corn. Cornrows usually just for threading in the weaves. I always clip them, you separate, always in section. You separate it wherever you want to clip the clip in. Okay, it's simple. It's very simple. It's not hard. Just clip it in. Clasp it, Mimi says, okay, thanks. Sharcy, no problem. Page turning priestess says, thank you everyone for your advice. I have Planet Mula. Do you still have your store for? Sorry, Planet Mula. No, the stores have moved on. So no, they changed owners, so I'm no longer carrying with them. Okay, all of my Shima hair growth products is strictly through ShimaHairCare.com. Okay, the Shima oil, the Shima Hair Repair shampoo, the Shima's homemade hair butter, the shea butters. Okay, the Shima hair argan oil, the Shima girl silk scarves. All of those products are available at ShimaHairCare.com. Okay, so yes, let me put in the link. Okay, so you will know exactly. That's the store, and ShimaGirlBeauty.com, by the way. So it's ShimaHairCare.com, and I also put it. Basically, those are my two stores on the website: ShimaHairCare.com and ShimaGirlBeauty.com. So here's ShimaHairCare.com. And I guess let me put ShimaGirlBeauty.com as well for you ladies. Okay, let's get our Shima hair growth products. This is very serious for our successful Shima hair growth journey. Because if we don't have the right products to really penetrate and moisturize all that hair dryness that we're plagued with, with fiber textured hair, we're not, we're going to be struggling to grow our hair. Okay, we don't want to struggle to grow our hair when it's not necessary. Okay, these are not your typical over-the-counter products. Okay, they really cater to Afro hair care needs. Okay, so you got ShimaHairCare.com and ShimaGirlBeauty.com. I have Carolyn Morris joined us. She says, hello everyone. Hello Carolyn, thank you. I haven't seen you, I don't believe so. So thank you for joining the Shima Girl class. I really appreciate it. So so in the weave video that we watched, okay, so yes, about living in the weave for 2 to 3 months, 2 months tops, ladies, 2 months tops. Okay, 2 months tops. Okay, the thing is, again, the fact is that the longer you keep these weaves and other fake styles, fake hair in the head, the longer we keep these fake styles, whether it's the weaves, even the clip-ins, and God forbid the lace fronts, that's where the addiction comes in. The longer we keep them in our hair, the more addicted they tend to become, ladies. Okay, and this, in my opinion, it's even worse than the dreaded hair growth you will obtain. That's another thing. The longer we keep in this fake hair in our head, we have to deal with dreaded hair growth at the end. Okay, so that's why I was telling you, stop at 2 months, because the longer you keep it in, it's gonna the roots are growing out. Understand? Your body's producing growth. That's a great thing. That's what we want. That's what we're looking for. But don't allow to produce that much growth that it's difficult for you to really handle when it's time to remove the protective style. Okay, that's happened to me. I've kept on my braids longer than 2 months, up to 3 months or so, and there's too much dreaded hair growth, and I end up losing too much hair that way. At least I know a lot of techniques to not lose that much, but the average black woman, she loses so much more. And basically, it defeats the purpose. All that hair length she was supposed to obtain is gone. It's like she did the protective stuff for nothing. So please listen to me. Listen, when the 2 months are up, and if you could go 6 weeks, that's it. Okay, don't deal with unnecessary hair breakage. Okay, every step that we can take to prevent unnecessary hair breakage is important. Okay, all right, ladies. Okay, so again, that's even worse. We're becoming addicted to this fake hair is even worse than the dreaded hair growth that we obtain. The thinning hairline around the naves and the crowns, because you became addicted to the weaves and the wigs and stuff like that. Again, wearing these weaves, it becomes a lifestyle, which means you will continue to neglect your real hair. Okay, once it becomes a lifestyle, you're no longer thinking about caring for your real hair. Okay, so that means you will foster an environment in which you will be prone to all of these negative setbacks. You're going to be facing setback after setback if you become addicted to these weaves, ladies. This fake hair, from thinning hair to full-blown traction alopecia. Okay, all right. Let me get to another part in this video real quick. Okay, I'm gonna comment on another part in this video. Hold on, there's something else I needed to say about it.
If the hairstyle hurts or feels too tight, ask your stylist to loosen the affected area. Tight hairstyles can cause traction alopecia, which is a form of hair loss caused by repeated pulling on the hair, and it can be permanent. If you are wearing clip-in extensions, remove them before washing your natural hair. Use a gentle, moisturizing shampoo and conditioner to keep your scalp clean and hydrated. Your edges, the wispy baby hairs that grow around your hairline, are very fragile. Take care of this delicate hair by moisturizing it with conditioner and avoid using heated styling tools as much as possible.
Okay, so regarding those wispy edges, all right, regarding those wispy edges, let's get on top of those wispy edges now, ladies. Okay, let's get on top of those wispy edges. Hold on, let me turn up the volume. Okay. So, regarding those wispy, fragile edges, okay? So, to keep them from breaking off, you should be using, if you still have it in your possession, use my Shima hairline cream, ladies, okay? And my Shima oil, okay? Right now, I just have available my Shima oil, but I'm definitely working on my Shima hairline cream, so let's hang in there. But if you have my Shima hairline cream, definitely use my Shima hairline cream. If not, then you can use my Shima oil, which also helps, okay? So my Shima oil, if you have my Shima hairline cream, what you're gonna do, you apply to those very edges, okay? To the edges these are the edges that we're talking about. These are the edges, okay, at the front of our head, okay, around here, okay, this, and of course the nape as well, but mostly it's the edges that be suffering, okay? So if you have a Shima hairline cream, apply the cream to those very edges in light amounts, okay? Again, all my products is to be applied in light amounts, ladies. A little bit goes a long way, okay? So to keep them moisturized and in place, okay? And the Shima oil is to be used for the bulk, okay? Then after that, you can apply a significant amount over the cream, and then try to get the bulk, okay, of the rest of your hair, okay? And definitely focus on the ends, okay? So get the Shima oil to saturate the bulk of your hair, okay? Your real hair. All right, the goal is to moisturize the real hair, okay, before you begin to sew in any weaves, okay, or put on your clip-ins, okay. So make sure your real hair is thoroughly moisturized with your Shima hair products before you apply any weave or start attaching any clip-ins, okay. Great. Okay, so that's what's going to keep your real hair inside protected. That's what's going to keep your real hair inside protected, Shima girls, okay? So, and moisturized and growing, okay? Protected, moisturized, and growing, okay? As many of you ladies know, by now, my Shima hair growth products are the truth. As many of you ladies know, by now, my Shima hair growth products are the truth, okay? When it comes to helping, keeping, black hair properly moisturized and growing. Okay, so yep, you want the thick hair, you got it. You want the hair length, you're gonna get it. Okay, so again, I put the links in the chat room, shimahaircare.com as well as shimagirlbeauty.com, and get your Shima hair products, to start you off on your successful Shima hair growth journey. That's why we're here, for a successful Shima hair growth journey. But get the right products in your hands, ladies. Okay, remember, we are all here on today's live stream because it's time to start growing some hair, some fairy tale mythical hair, okay? And even if that's not your goal, I'm sure every one of you ladies' goals is to have healthy hair, okay? You do want healthy hair, so you're gonna get healthy hair with the right hair care products and the right hair care techniques, okay? And we're gonna get it starting today. All right. I'm gonna check the chat, okay? Let me check the chat. Okay, so let me check the chat. Oh my heavens. Okay, Amazing God's Grace says, hello, I have your products and your DVDs since 2013. Oh my heavens. I hope you've been watching it and learning and using them. Tell us your progress. I would love to know. Amazing God's Grace. Sharcy says, Shima, when you have your protective styling, do you take it down and moisturize in between, or keep it up the entire time? What a magnificent question. I've had it asked already, but I'm here as your teacher, as a Shima hair growth teacher to teach. So it doesn't bother me if it gets asked again, because it's a very common question. Yes, do you have to remove your protective style each time you moisturize, each time you Shima oil? The answer is no, you don't. That's why I was explaining, when the day that you're going to correct your protective styles, the day you moisturize your real hair thoroughly with the Shima oils, okay, or your Shima hair argan oil, or your Shima's homemade hair butter. Okay, once it's completely moisturized, you proceed to do your protective style and keep it in place for a minimum of 1 week to 2 months. And you don't remove it, you don't unravel it. So the answer is no, you don't have to remove it each and every single time you have to moisturize. What you're just gonna do is just gonna simply apply it to the outside. So don't worry, because the inside has already been moisturized. Okay, the inside has already been moisturized. So don't remove your protective style during the duration of the 1 week to 2 months. Simply moisturize the outside. And a simple way that I do, I transfer it to an empty spray bottle. If that works best for you, transfer it to an empty spray bottle and just simply spray the Shima oil onto your protective style. Or you could just take it in your hand and the tips of your fingers and work it in, okay, without removing your protective style. Okay, you gotta let the goal of the protective style is to let your hair rest, let your hair do its growing. Okay, all right. Okay, who do we have? Okay, okay, Kiss McQueen says she has a situation here, ladies. She says, I find when I go too long in a protective style, all of the shedded hair tangles around the strands still attached to my scalp and makes detangling much worse and cause me to lose necessary hair. So believe it or not, you were answering your own question, Kismet. Okay, this is what's happening. I find when I go too long in a protective style, there, okay, let's nip that in the bud. What is too long? How long are you going with the protective style? So stop it before it's too long. Okay, ask yourself, how long do you go? Is you're going 2 weeks, 3 weeks? If at 2 weeks, let's say this is an example. I don't know how long you keep your protective style in place, but if it's 2 weeks, it starts doing that, then alternate. Stop at 1 week. Okay, stop at 1 week. Remove the protective style and gently start detangling your hair from the ends on up, starting with your fingers and then the hair comb. Okay, if you need to use some water, if you're all natural, especially if you're all natural, use the water method. Spray, damp it enough to make it even easier to detangle. Okay, add some conditioner in it, that helps you detangle. Definitely that will help you detangle it, because I've done it. Okay, add some anything that you can use to help it detangle much easier. Use it, ladies. Okay, so find out what is too long for you and then nip it in the bud, cut it by half. Okay, and then you can create your protective style again. Okay, Kismet, I hope you understood. Let me know if you understood. Okay, page turning priestess, the same advice I gave to Kismet. Okay, the same advice I gave to Kismet. Just find out what is too long for you, and then just do it a little shorter, but then redo the protective style. Okay. Sharcy, I agree at Kiss McQueen. And thank you, Shima, for clarifying that. Absolutely, ladies. Absolutely. Okay. So, ladies, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna they're gonna share like 5 steps, 5 more tips to help us prevent, or at least put us on the right path to helping us prevent a hair disaster if we love wearing weaves. But I'm gonna share that for tomorrow. Okay. I hope that you learned definitely a lot with this class today, some Shima hair talk, because I didn't know specifically which topic we're going to discuss. I knew there was going to be several topics I wanted to discuss. So I hope you learned a little something from each topic we discussed. Okay, I hope you learned a lot from the video I showed you as well. And yes, okay, So I'm gonna share some awesome tips on how to prevent unnecessary breakage by wearing these weaves. Okay, okay. There's more weave topic tomorrow. I have to do this because that's a lot of our black women, a large percentage of black women are wearing these weaves. So fine, okay. Let's help them. Let's help them. Navigate this weave obsession, and hopefully they can obtain hair growth with the real hair if they're using the weaves the right way. Let's help them use the weaves the right way as a tool to help them grow out the real hair. All right, again, my favorite fake hair to use would be wigs. You put it on and off, and clip-ins. All right, all right. And also, a drawstring ponytail is awesome as well. Okay, drawstring ponytails are great to use. Okay, so thank you, ladies, for joining Shima Hair Talk. Oh yeah, we talked about what? We talked about some hair. Thank you, ladies. I really sincerely appreciate you dropping in. Even some new Shima girls dropped in that I've never seen before. Wow, thank you. That's very flattering. I just want you to really learn from what we're discussing here, ladies. Okay, just really learn and apply the knowledge so that you come out of this, winning. You come out of this a winner. All right. So thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you once again, ladies.